Hello, good evening. This is Dooley Godot with Elite Weather Forecasting, and I'm here with a special report on the severe weather outbreak that's currently taking place down in the Texas area. This area is just north of Houston. We're looking at St. Augustine, Texas, and Hemphill, Texas, as we see a storm with a tornado attached to it in just passing through Lufkin. Now, these guys are really moving along at a pretty quick clip. Right now, some of these are confirmed tornadoes. Let's stop this so that we can take a quick look at what's going on. Let's get up here and let's get this to stop here, and let's pull this guy on up. We see our tornado, our meso right here, and then you see that rotation going on. You see our hail core just to the north, and this is our potential. This is one potential tornado here. This is a nasty little guy. Then we have these discrete supercells. Now there is a line of supercell thunder, a very strong, intense thunderstorms just to the back here near Athens, Texas, as well as Mineola, Texas. We have this very large area of severe thunderstorms that's moving through southeast Texas. Not right now. Here is the Houston area. We have some other strong to severe thunderstorms just north and east of Houston right now, and these storms are racing off to the northeast at 27 miles per hour right now. This also is moving off at 27 miles per hour. You see those DBZs at 40, so it's pretty hefty rainfall from these guys right now. We have us another storm here that's potentially tornadic. Let's move in on this one. You see our meso right here. The radar is detecting a meso in this area here, but I'm not seeing much hail with this storm. We do have a small, tiny hail core right here, and this storm is racing off to the northeast at 41 miles per hour, and this guy will be heading off to, now this one is just north of LaGrange, Texas, and it's going to be heading off to the northeast. It's going to hit Hempstead, Texas, Prairie View. This is going to be the northwestern suburbs of Houston, some of the areas to the northwest of Houston, Pinehurst, as well as, now these just keep going in and out, Todd Mission. We got these thunderstorms, Montgomery, Texas. These guys are going to be heading off. So I see at least two tornadoes here. So we got the LaGrange tornado, and then there's that other storm. Where's that other storm at? Where is that other guy? Where is he? Where did he go? And so we have at least two tornadoes in the area right now. Let's zoom down here on our southwestern tip of these storms, because this is one area where I would want to look for if I want to see tornadoes. And these guys are racing off to the northeast. So we got our potential tornado here. Let's stop again just so we can see where we are. There we go. So we have this guy here with another potential meso in this area, and this is in the near the Hempstead area in Prairie View. So that guy is going to be hitting Hempstead and Prairie View, as well as, so let's zoom out to get a better look at what's going on here, as if things are pretty hopping in the Houston area. We got showers and thunderstorms now that's moving into central Houston. Here is central Houston right here, Interstate 10. And we're going to have one of these storms cross over Interstate 10 here very shortly into Katy, Texas. I know Katy, the northwestern city of Katy. Here is Spring, Texas, Liberty, Texas. It's going to be moving into Cleveland as well as Conroe. So you folks want to take cover and head for the hills and find a safe place to hunker down. Beaumont, Texas, you just saw those thunderstorms roll through. It's going to be affecting Lake Charles, Louisiana pretty soon. Jasper, Texas, you're going to be seeing those thunderstorms pretty quick, as well as Hemphill, St. Augustine, Center, Minnie, Louisiana, Mansfield, Louisiana. I'm not going to even try to pronounce this word here, but you're going to be seeing those tornadoes in just a moment. Those strong thunderstorms. So we're seeing those very strong thunderstorms and some very, very nasty thunderstorms. If you look at these here, you see our hail core right here. Our DBZ is at 61. This is indicating very heavy rainfall with this storm. Let's go onto Google Chrome now. Let's go into YouTube and see if we can find some our storm chasers out here who may be showing us some video of what's going on. Let's see if I can pull up any video of what's taking place now with these Houston area thunderstorms. So we have see a lot of folks out here, a lot of our weather people on YouTube are covering these as well. We don't want that, we don't want that, we don't want that. But I want certain people who may be covering these guys. Let's see if we can find storm chasing video, because I'm sure they are out there. Let's find storm chasing video. Let's see if they're doing any live streams right now, because I would like to get video of what's going on the ground. Storm chasing video. Let's see. All right, here they go. Okay, and now these guys are out there and on the ground, and they are down in all right, tornado chase. Okay, let's let that load up. There we go. So we have some of these guys, and let's jump on over to there and see what these guys got going on here. All right, let's all right, there we go. So what we're seeing now is live footage of one of the storm chasers out there in the field that are currently covering these storms, as everything is pretty, you see that pretty heavy rainfall out there. I don't know where this guy is. Let's see if we can find out where he is. This says they're in Texas. It's not saying where he is, and it's not really giving us a narration of what's going on right now. So let's back out here. So he is in Eastern Texas, so he's in the right area. So he is out there in Eastern Texas. So that's a quick look, at least, of what the storm chasers are seeing right now. You see that lightning out there. It's really intense thunderstorms, very heavy rainfall we got out there. And at least I can verify at least 2 mesos, or 2 possible tornadoes here in East Texas, northwest of the Houston area, that is moving through. These storms are moving northeast slightly at about 41 miles per hour. So let's go back to our WSB3 map here. So let's go back to our main map here and take a look at what's going on here and see if we can get back onto what we are doing here. This is kind of on the fly. This is not going to be a polished video because I want to kind of get this posted as quickly as possible, and it won't edit out, so it won't exit out. Here we go. There we go. Come on, let's get back to our map and let's get this back into motion so I can see what's going on. So here we are near Bryan, Texas. We got that thunderstorm moving out towards the east. These are moving about eastbound. Here's our nasty one that's starting to dissipate a little bit. It's a little bit weaker. Now we're getting a little bit now. Here we go. Here's our stronger strong. I want to follow this guy right here. This guy. This is a nasty little storm. And as you can see, let's stop it so we can get it close in. Let's zoom in on this one here, because this is, I think, the nastiest storm out there. So let's get a view of this guy here as he rolls on east northeast at about as this guy moves on off at about he's moving really quick. So let's stop it here so I can kind of pinpoint some of the information. Now his rotation is, his low level rotation is at 33 knots. The base height is 15 knots. And the depth is at 22 knots. So this got a lot of shear with this storm, and you see that hail shaft. This is incredible hail with this storm. So the Seville hair, so we got 1.5 inch diameter hail potential with this storm, and the forward speed is at 29 miles per hour. The storm direction is the east. 72 degrees. The DBZ, the rainfall, the precipitation DBZ is at 67. You see it has very heavy rain. You see our MESO, our strength detection index is at 7. Low level rotation is at 33 knots with our base depth of 15 knots. And we have a depth of 22 knots. So this is a pretty good storm here. This guy is pretty intense. Let's keep on moving, and we're gonna track this guy as it moves on east to the east northeast. So if you're in St. Augustine, you might want to take cover because that guy is you are gonna get hit by this nasty cell. Now this is what we call a discrete supercell. It's not in a line or anything. It's just kind of out here independent by himself and just gonna raise all kinds of damage as it moves through. It's gonna affect Bronson, Brodus. You're gonna be in the line. You're just gonna it's just gonna skirt to the north of Brodus as this guy moves on to the east northeast. This is one of the more intense cells that I'm seeing, and I'm not seeing any signs of weakening yet as it moves off to the northeast. So what we want to do is, in fact, we're gonna add our video. Let's go back to our video. And let's do this here. Let me do this here. Let me get our video in there. See if I can get our video back up on here. And what we're gonna do is this. We're gonna do this here. Let's go back to there we go. All right, let's bring this back in here. Then we are gonna bring that, put it up in the corner up here. We are going to pop it up here in the corner, and we are going to put it in the view. We're going to make the screen big so we can see the full screen, and we're going to let that rock out. Okay, looking good, looking good. And we're going to go back to our helios here. We're going to let that rock off. We're going to leave that going. So we're seeing that live footage right now from the storm chasing video from folks that are down in Texas right now. Oh, we are. I thought we were paused. So I'm like, why is it not recording? But it is. It's doing what I needed to do. All right, so back to our storm here. Our little storm that's raising havoc across Texas right now. Let's kind of pan out a little bit so that we can kind of get a better view of what's going on around them. So we have the squall line that's chasing them out too. We have another a powerful little cell here. We have another cell potentially that may indicate some rotation here. So if we get any kind of rotation in this guy here, we have our storm that this one is running east at 33. They seem like they're moving awfully fast though. For only 33 and 40 miles per hour, they really seem like they're clipping along at like 60 or 70. But anyway, we're seeing another intense cell here that is not producing any rotation yet. No rotation picked up in this one by the radar yet. We got another cell here that's DBZ, the precipitation. This one's running off at 37 miles per hour. The DBZ is at 52, so pretty intense rainfall there. And we got us another storm. We have no hail detected yet, but no rotation in this guy. And there is some rotation in this one here. We do have a detected MESO in this system just south of Brenham. Please let me know if I'm pronouncing that properly. Navasota, we got a system. That one is just to the south of you, but it's probably going to miss your area as it heads off to the east northeast. We got Conroe in the spring. This is definitely going to roll through Spring, Texas, as it's headed towards your direction right now. We have Aldine also in the path of that storm, and Liberty, you are also in the path of this storm. Houston is currently experiencing some non-severe thunderstorms right now in the Houston area, and then we have some very strong thunderstorms to the south and southeast to the southwest of Houston right now. That's going to be moving into the Needville, El Campo, Bay City, Edna. You're going to be seeing those thunderstorms here. Katy as well. You're going to be seeing those thunderstorms as they move out to the northeast. And we got an area of storms here that are currently non-severe, but I'm going to keep an eye on that to see if it intensifies. And then we have Caldwell that's currently dealing with a strong thunderstorm right now as well. And we have another very strong thunderstorm in Madisonville that's going to be heading off to the northeast slightly. Trinity, that's going to affect the Trinity area. So we do have this line of thunderstorms right here that's racing off to the east-northeast. Let's put them back into motion. Let's pan out a little bit so that I can see my two rotating thunderstorms. So right now I see at least two thunderstorms that are rotating. Now you see how you have these guys, they're going to kind of merge together. Now this could develop into something pretty significant could happen here in Jasper as we head into Louisiana, because you see this collision that's about to take place here as these guys kind of move more to the northeast, as these guys move northeast. But you see how they're turning towards the east. They're eventually going to collide together and maybe form a much larger cell. Maybe this may turn into a linear type thunderstorm or a multi-cell cluster as it moves off to the northeast. So they're starting to turn a little bit more towards the northeast as they come into Louisiana, as you see these coming from more toward the north. So we're going to let this run a little bit and keep an eye on this radar here. And we see these guys as they kind of race off to the northeast here. This is our thunderstorm that still has that rotation. That tornado is still being detected, but our guys are just sitting around chilling. They're not out there getting in that storm. So they must be positioned somewhere where they know those storms are going to pass their area. And we've now gotten over into dark, so we'll probably see this start to dissipate as the evening wears on. But remember, this is a very dangerous situation. If you're here in East Texas, you might want to keep an eye on the weather on your local television station, your local radio, the National Weather Service. Please get yourself a NOAA weather radio if you don't have one already. It's very important to get one that can save your life, because it's the fastest way to get updated weather information, as they are constantly being updated by the National Weather Service. So we kind of see this merging taking place between these storms and these storms that's coming out of the Beaumont area in Lake Charles, Louisiana. So I'm anxious to see kind of what happens as this kind of merges together here. So we'll see these thunderstorms, this line here. This may all combine and form one linear pattern, or it could become MCS, a mesoscale convective system, and just have a very large mass of severe thunderstorms. Now, when you get an MCS, a lot of times the tornado threat goes down, and then you become more of a situation where you have straight line and damaging winds like that. And this could be a lot of lightning produced out of this storm, and very intense thunderstorm, especially this line here. If you look at this line here, you can see this squall line, you can see very intense rain. Now I'm picking up more rotation here. I see at least two areas of rotation in this system here. So let's zoom in on this guy here. Now we got at least 4 tornadoes now. At least 4 tornadoes being picked up by the radar. At least we get one rotation here. Let's stop it here so we can see it. Now we have a rotation here. Another meso detected here just next to Crockett, Texas, just to the south of you all. We have that Crockett, Texas tornado, and then we also have this tornado near Madison, this storm system near Madisonville. Here is the second one here at the southwest corner. This is where I expect them to be. There's another one. There's at least 4. So we got at least 4 mesos, 4 potential tornadoes in the Texas area, just northwest of Houston. So we have Caldwell that's also in the path of one of these potential tornadoes here. And I wouldn't doubt that this is an actual tornado. The radar is indicating a tornado here. It's at least picking up the meso that's being detected. So we got 1, 2. I wouldn't be surprised if this one is an actual tornado. It's in the right spot of the storm. You got a hail core to the north here. And everything looks right for it to be a tornado. As you see, this is probably rain from the anvil, the cloud top, those 40, 50. Now these could also be low top thunderstorms as well. I'm not really sure what the tops are. I'll have to look into what the tops are. But typically these kind of storms, especially these individual discrete cells like this, you tend to see those cloud tops hit 50,000 feet. So we're seeing the rotation here. I believe this to be a tornado. I wouldn't be surprised if that is confirmed. This one I'm a little skeptical, but we do have the notch right here, so it's very possible. But I'm not seeing a hail core with that one, so I have a little bit of doubt with that one. This one here, we do have a hail core, but it's kind of in the middle of the storm, so this is most likely going to be a rain-wrapped tornado here. This is not really the best location. If it was here, okay, that's one thing, but with that hail core right here, this is the core of your storm. But this is most likely, if there's a tornado there, it's going to be a rain-wrapped tornado. So that there's at least 3 rotational areas in this weather system. So we got one here right near Lovelady in Crockett, Texas, Kennard, Texas. That's going to affect you. Then we have this near Whitson Valley, Madisonville, just to the south. That may pass to the south, but it's definitely going to roll into Huntsville, so you want to be prepared. Then we have Caldwell, Texas, as well. We have this guy right here that I think is probably the best bet for being an actual tornado in this line of thunderstorms here. And it's kind of discrete. It's not part of this line, this linear storm here. So, all right, so let's pick up and see where we are right now. And now we still got this guy running. He's still going strong. Let's stop it here. There's our rotation there. He's still going very strong as these thunderstorms are making their way to the east-northeast at about 30 to 40 miles per hour. This is a hopping situation. This is the time of the year I look forward to because I get to do this. My love here is to chase these storms like this and to track these. Now, I want to see, now you see some overrunning taking place here. You see these clouds got those anvil. This here indicates those tops and precipitation that's actually falling from the anvil. The tops of these clouds are probably about 30 to 40,000 feet. I wouldn't take that away from them. So now we have it just about to cross the Texas-Louisiana line here. This is a hot mess. We have some more thunderstorms over here, general thunderstorms in this area near Natchez and Philadelphia. Starkville, Mississippi, baby, where my college is, Mississippi State. Clarksdale, we have Greenville, Mississippi. Tupelo, Mississippi. You're also in the path of some of these thunderstorms, but these are non-severe storms, so I'm not worried about that. They don't look like the dynamics are there for them to become severe. These here are severe. These are very erratic thunderstorms here, and you can see that batch of storms. Now, if you paid attention to my forecast this morning, you remember me talking about the risk of severe weather in this area, East Texas and Western Louisiana today. So here they are. They came together and produced a lot of rotation in these storms. There are at least 5 or 6 areas of rotation of possible tornadoes. There's 2 at least that I'm pretty sure, I'm almost 100% sure there's actually a tornado there. So I'm going to be definitely looking to see video, and then my next larger video that I produce in a day or 2, I will post that video if I find it of those actual tornadoes. So here we got those guys running toward the north and northeast. We got, alright, so I keep seeing this one pop up with some rotation, but they went away. Now, there were some brief areas of rotation right here, but the radar is not indicating it anymore. But we still got this guy. Now, you see how the tornado is kind of wobbling around there. So, this tells me that it is a tornado that's traveling. It's not going in a straight path. That it's being kind of curved. That's got those photographs right there. So this is probably very quite possibly a multi-vortex tornado right here. This one right here near the ball, I'm thinking Nacogdoches, Texas, which is not a good place. Nacogdoches has a bad history with with racism and things like that, but they deserve to be warned against the tornadoes as well as anybody else does. But you can see that tornado is just kind of dancing around in its system because it's probably a multi-vortex, and it could be possibly two tornadoes that's dancing around each other. They're probably orbiting around one another. So if you can look at how this system is moving, let's look at how this tornado is, this rotation here. You see this rotation now? You see how it's going like this? You see that? Those photographs there? There we go. Let's get that back right here. Now you see how it's there? Now it's over. Yep. Definitely a tornado there. No doubt about it. No doubt in my mind we got that tornado. So we got that severe weather taking place across South Texas. And it's moving. These guys are merging. They're starting to merge with these guys that's coming up out of Beaumont and off the Gulf of Mexico. Then we got this non-severe action around Houston, but it will eventually get overrun by these guys here. Yep. Yeah, we're really seeing this action take place here. Good action today. Good action. And like I said, it wasn't going to be a very large area to see that severe weather today. It's exactly where I figured it would be and where we did predict it to show up. So we can see the very active area here in East Texas with those thunderstorms right now. Very severe thunderstorms. We got 1 rotation, 2, 3, 4 rotation, 5, 6 rotation. So we have 6 areas of rotation around the Houston area. Whew, man, good Lord. Lord, be with those people right now here in the Houston area tonight. I hope they've getting their warnings and have all gotten to safety. I don't want to talk about any casualties with this storm. I really don't. It's not very good to have that situation. We don't want to repeat in Iowa. But you folks in Texas are used to this. You know what to do. Yep. So we have these vicious thunderstorms out here in Texas right now. It's really creating a heck of a problem down here. So we're going to just keep an eye on these guys. I'm going to monitor the situation. We're seeing all of these storms here. It's a whole lot of activity going on. It's just a whole bunch. I don't know. I mean, at least Act 60. I mean, this guy has been rotating. This rotation has been going for quite a minute. This is definitely some long duration tornado. Wow. Yep. All right, I'm going to check one other thing. I want to see if I can get live footage of what's going on right now. Let's see if I can go to EarthCam. Let's go to EarthCam and see if we can find Houston, Texas. Is this live action? Oh, it's not live. Oh, because it probably is severe weather knocked the camera out. All right, let's go back and see what else we can see. Rice University, Houston Road Cam, Houston Skyline Cam. Let's see if this one's working. Okay, we got us a working camera. Is this one live or is it a... What time is it? 9:35, so it looks like it is live. Let's look to see if we see any lightning strikes around this. But we're having this storm pretty much going live for us. This is ABC 13 camera in Houston. And I'm assuming this is live. It's playing, so I'm guessing it is live for us. It's showing the time. The time is correct, so I'm gonna go with it that it's live. So, and we're seeing those thunderstorms continue. And I like that. I wish I could. Yeah.
Well, looks like the backside of the lightning is starting to die off.
Let him talk.
Not getting as many flashes now. Still a tornado warning to settle down near Lufkin.
Yep.
We're off to my southeast, but it's not looking as hot. Probably end the stream here. Hope you guys, I mean, not a whole lot happened on this chase, unfortunately, and fortunately. Did get a nice little squall line come through. Got some individual cells. Unfortunately, the network wasn't that great in some areas, so I ended up losing signal. Got some good lightning though, after the main line was moving over me. So thanks for watching, and hopefully you'll subscribe. Hopefully you'll hit the like button, and hopefully you'll watch again. There'll be more setups later this week, and especially next week.
I don't know where he's located, but these are very active storms. So wherever he is, he's not in a good spot.
I guess. All right. Huh? All right, cool. All right, thanks a lot for watching. Hope you come back and watch some more live streaming.
We're gonna cut him now, so he's ending. So. Alright, he wasn't in a good spot today because I'm seeing a lot of action with these storms still. But I'm going to call it a day right now too. We're going to track these because these should start weakening as we move on to the evening. It's about 9:40 right now. So, and I'm not seeing a lot going on in the Houston area either. So we're going to cut that off for now. So, let's cut that off. And so we're going to call it a day with this, but we still got rotation. But if I hear or see anything get any worse, we'll pop back in, and I'm gonna pre-record this, so but soon I'm gonna start live streaming these situations because I think it's better to do these live, even if nobody's gonna be watching them. But you know, somebody might pop on. But anyway, so thanks for watching, and I'll be back should the situation gets worse or deteriorates or whatever have you. So all right, thank you, have a good day, I'll see you next time.